or the serious gamer.
Hey, what's up guys? Newy here, and I have a nice little surprise for you, something different. This is called DeathSpank. It is a PSN mini game, or a PSN basically arcade game, sort of like what Xbox Live Arcade does. And I stumbled upon this from a friend of mine. I was over his house one night before I was up at school over the summer, and I said, "What in the world are you playing, man?" And he was just howling and having a good time and just laughing. And he said, "This is called DeathSpank. It's a really fun game. You should check it out." So I checked it out. I watched him play it for a while, and I definitely liked what DeathSpank had to offer. It's a blend of action, and it blends comedy, and it's just a game that you're not really supposed to take seriously and just have fun, pick up and play. And there's supposedly 15 hours of gameplay for a game of this magnitude for a download. It's not bad at all, 15 hours of gameplay. It only costs something around $9 on the PSN store, which, not bad. Could be a better price, but it's not bad. And right here is basically early gameplay footage where I was kind of not used to the controls and sort of lost. And right here I'm sort of dying and letting these guys kick my ass, and I really didn't have the block function down yet. And I figured that you can move around and be sort of mobile, but in terms of blocking here, I get my ass kicked right here. And it's funny because I have like a boot for a weapon. It's like a sword with a boot attached on top of it. And there's a couple other funny weapons, but I'll get to that in a bit. And so this sort of the premise of what's going on now is DeathSpank's quest is to find the artifact, it's called. And I go to the Demon Witch here for instructions on how to get to the artifact, because she's the one who's stored the artifact in hiding. So I kind of skipped over the conversation. It wasn't that important. And right here I'm going through some of my weapons, and you see there's the boot on the sword, and the weapons that are highlighted in green are good weapons, basically.
Your map is, well, it's a map. You look at it and gain special awareness of your position in the world.
And right there you saw some of the comedy aspects of the game. You'll get like little tutorials that'll pop up explaining certain things to do, and the voiceover at DeathSpank comes on, and it's just nothing supposed to be taken serious in this game, and that's one of the facts why I like it. And I go up to a recycle bin here, as it's called, a lost and found, or whatever, and you can pick up different things that you forget to loot. And I forgot to mention the looting aspect in this game. How could I forget that? I love looting games. Definitely one of my favorite looting games of the past 5 years has been Borderlands, which came out last year, and I'm sure many of you have played it. That was a great game, and I was so addicted, to the looting. And DeathSpank's no different. I'm just constantly collecting stuff, and anytime I see a shiny object, I'm like, ooh, shiny object, I need to pick it up. And the shiny objects I do pick up, and you get different weapons, health items, armor. There's so much armor to collect in this game. There's so many weapons. And I wanted to get my my chicken fighting on right here. I provoke all these chickens and I just start going to town on them. They don't really do any damage. They're just fun to beat up. And I think there's a trophy for like killing all these chickens, but unfortunately, no, you can't like turn them into Kentucky Fried Chicken or anything and eat them. But well, actually, yeah, you can, because you do get them as food once you kill them. You get like chicken wings, and you could eat them for health. But as you look in the bottom left-hand corner here, you can see the left D-pad corresponds to the chicken wings, basically, and you eat them, and you get a little recovery of health. And then in the top D-pad there, you see those are healing potions, and there's like large healing potions, there's minor healing potions, and whatnot. But yeah, some of the chickens are really fun to. Number one, they just sound funny, they move funny, and they're just funny to kill. But unfortunately, there's like no KFC or anything in here where you can take in their bones and chicken wings, but we'll save that for another story. And so I talked to the fisherman here, and this is a side quest. I didn't want to get right into the Demon Witch's main quest, because I wanted to explore the world a little bit. And basically, I'm trying to get to Green Lake right now to get the fisherman's tackle box. And again, it's just a side quest, and it'll give me more army. Yes, army. It'll give me more ammo and more armor. I think armor is what I meant to say. Yeah, we'll go with armor. Armor is what I meant to say. And as you saw, I tried to go to that box in the back of his, I guess, house, that loot box, and I didn't have a key for it. So I figured if I do a couple missions for him, I'll get the key. And in fact, at the end of this mission, I do get the key, and I get a couple decent weapons out of it. But you'll see that. And so I'm sort of going around this portion here. It's called Green Lake. Just exploring right now, sort of looking around. I don't really technically know if this is like a hand-drawn universe or if this is... I think it's more cel-shaded, sort of like the Prince of Persia games. Or, not the Prince of Persia games, but the Prince of Persia series that was out for a couple years ago. But and there's been a new one since. But anyways, back to my commentary here. Again, just sort of exploring, and... this is a funny part here. I run into this cow, and I'm thinking, this cow's got to have something to say, right?
Greetings, cow. You're so wise. Farewell, wise cow.
Absolutely nothing. Got nothing out of it. It threw me for a loop because I figured, well, this game's not real realistic to begin with, so I figured maybe the cow can talk. Well, it was just one of those things where it was nothing, and I had a good laugh out of it. And there's just all the characters in this game. They're so insanely crazy, and the voiceovers just make you laugh. It's good fun. And so again, back to what I wanted to talk about. I'm getting a little off topic here. Sorry about this, but again, going down to Green Lake here to get the tackle box. And I figured out why it's called Green Lake, because you run into these damn Greams, is what they're called, and they attack you pretty fiercely here. One thing I want to mention here, too. Excuse me, wow. One thing I wanted to mention, you just saw me go to an outpost right there. Those are save points, basically. And no, you don't. They're not porta-johns, but they're just outposts. When you die, you can respawn from them. You have to discover them, though, first, before you can spawn at them. And again, right here, they are just relentless, just pursuing me like crazy. And I'm eating my chicken wings that I got for... And I don't know what I'm doing right there. I'm totally swinging the wrong way. And then here's something you don't want to do. Back yourself into a corner. I guess I'm going for the heroic approach here, but... I'm just getting mauled. Just mauled, and then I do die, but... I spawn right back, and pretty quick. I do end up getting the tackle box here at the end, but... again, a very creative world. This is just one of those games you turn it on and you have a ton of fun. You don't really take it seriously. There's a story. There's definitely a story to it, and there's definitely a quest. And from what I heard, there's a lot of surprises along the way, at least from what my buddy tells me. And maybe I shouldn't just listen to my buddies out of the blue, but I usually trust some of my gamer friends in terms of their opinions and whatnot. But again, I hear there's a lot of surprises in this game. I've only played it for roughly a couple hours, but I definitely wanted to show you this footage because, number one, it's something completely different. It's not a shooter, and it's funny, and it's just fun. The different weapons you get are crazy. I was definitely hooked into this game once I got the chicken launcher, and I mean, it's so bizarre, but you get this bazooka, and it shoots out chickens at the enemy, and how could you not laugh at something like that? As soon as I got that, I howled. I couldn't believe it. And I think another aspect is the looting is definitely a ton of fun. And to top that off, again, there's so much armor that's collectible, and you can upgrade all that stuff. And the weapons, you just get a ton of weapons. There's 4 weapons to choose from. You have your X button, your circle button, your triangle, and square. And those correspond to a different weapon and a different attacking method. So it's... Again, it's just a fun of love. It's just a ton of fun. I don't know. It's a ton of fun to go through, slay as many things as you can, maybe play a little bit of the story out, and just have fun, and maybe earn some trophies along the way. I don't know. So, if you guys like this, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up or a like, and or you could comment, whatever. I want to see some feedback. If I don't get much of a response, like any thumbs ups or any comments, I'm going to stop posting, basically is what I'm getting at. So, again, if you guys like what you see, let me know. We can continue the fun that is DeathSpank and my random commentaries. And these level up cards are, well, level up cards. So, there you go. So that's it. See you guys later.